Three youths mocked a diner. "Hey, does that fake leg come with Wi-Fi, old man?" Laughter echoed through the room. No one spoke. No one dared to intervene. The man, silver hair, narrow shoulders, wearing an old military jacket. He said nothing. Just bowed his head, continued eating in silence. But then, someone else stood up. No shouting, no scolding, no punches thrown. He simply walked forward slowly and carried a story that those who care about veteran stories will never forget. This isn't just bullying. This is why justice for veterans must exist. A corner booth by the window. An old man sits alone. Afternoon light cuts through the glass, casting his shadow and that of his crutch onto the cold tile floor. A worn military jacket, a faded baseball cap, a small, nearly illegible badge pinned to his chest. His right hand trembles slightly, chopsticks frozen midair, as if remembering something or trying to forget it. No one notices him, not a single glance, not a single greeting. He quietly chews a piece of cold bread accustomed to being ignored by the world. U.S. His name is Walter Green, a former U.S. Marine, served in Vietnam, 1971. Lost a leg in a final operation whose name no one remembers. When he returned, there was no welcome, no applause, only a modest pension and cold stares. Now, at 78, he lives alone in a small, rented apartment. Every day, he eats lunch, Haressum table, same meal. The waitress recognizes his face, but not his name. No one chats with him. No one even remembers if he came yesterday. But on his jacket, though, faded, he still wears a small hand-stitched patch. Semper Fi. Always faithful. No words are needed. Just one look into his eyes and you'll know. He's seen, lost, and carried more than anyone in this room. You. The door swings open again. The bell is drowned by loud, mocking laughter. Three young men fit, cocky, wearing flashy hoodies stride in. Chase leads the group, tall, smug eyes. Behind him, Dylan filming with his phone, and Brad laughing for no reason. They plop down near the window, chairs screeching like a warning. Chase scans the room and locks eyes on Mr. Green. He smirks. "Hey, check it out. Old crawlback soldier. Can't tell if he's eating or standing guard." Dylan laughs and starts recording. Brad adds, "Careful, might go trigger. Happy PSD alert." The laughter spreads. Some glance their way, then quickly look away. Grace, the waitress, bites her lip and pretends to clean a table. No one says a word. No one does anything. And Mr. Green keeps slicing his egg, slowly, as if he hears nothing. Chase throws one leg over a chair, looks back again. "Why not roll in on a wheelchair, Gramps? Or is that leg Bluetooth linked to your brain?" Laughter erupts. Dylan raises his phone. "Posting this on TikTok. Veteran zombie million views, easy." A nearby customer lifts his coffee and sets it down, too uneasy to sip. Grace walks over with menu, sure hand trembling. "Would you like to order something?" Chase sneers at her, chin raised. "Bring us the best thing you got, unless the old soldier ate it all." A chair scrapes. Brad mimics Mr. Green's limp, dragging his feet dramatically across the aisle. A few chuckles. Most remain silent. The room holds its breath. Only the faint clink of chopsticks on porcelain breaks the stillness. And Mr. Green still doesn't look up. Mr. Green's cheek twitches, not from fear, but restraint. A new wrinkle shows at the corner of his eye, a trace of times he's endured worse. He sets down his fork. His right hand now visibly trembles, gripping his remaining knees if to anchor himself. His eyes drift to his coffee cup, but his gaze reaches further, far beyond, to a dusty red battlefield, where he once marched through gunfire, carrying fallen brothers. Another round of laughter behind him pulls him back to the present. Not to war, but to a mockery in a diner. He doesn't respond. No words, no glance. Only a long, deep breath, and eyes as quiet as cooled ash. A middle-aged man rises from the next table, leading his young son. No words, no eye contact. He simply leaves a few bills and exits the diner in silence. A young woman by the window opens her makeup bag, pretending to be busy. Her boyfriend lowers his head, absorbed in his phone. No one speaks to Mr. Green. No one confronts the young man. Grace hesitates, pulls out a rag, and retreats behind the counter. Tammy, the cook, peeks out from the kitchen, then pulls the curtain shut. Only weak sunlight filters through the window. The air thickens, not from the food, but from silence. A silence not born of respect, but of hoping it's not their problem. And amid it all, Mr. Green stays seated. He doesn't leave. He doesn't ask anyone to stand with him. At a table near the window, an older man folds his newspaper. No one notices him until a wooden chair lets out a soft creak. He stands, shoulders square, back straight, eyes calm like a morning lake. No rush, no hesitation. But every step has weight. A worn black leather jacket, scuffed boots. As he walks toward Mr. Granino, one knows what's happening. Dylan turns his phone toward him. Whoa, another old soldier. Y'all have a meetup or something? Brad smirks. Don't tell me you're here to rescue your squad, old man. Colonel Richard Hay shows no reaction. He doesn't look at them, doesn't stop. He just keeps walking until he stands in front of Mr. Green. Colonel Hayes stops beside the table. He doesn't look at the boys, doesn't look at anyone in the room. Only one gaze toward Mr. Green. He lowers his head slightly. A hand gently rests on Green's shoulder, a greeting without words. Then, slowly, he reaches for the crutch, helping Mr. Green to his feet. No one speaks. No one understands what's happening. No one dares to interrupt. Mr. Green leans slightly, but with a firm hand behind him, he rises. Both men old, quiet form, a frame where every noise seems to vanish. The window's light reflects off the worn badge on Green's jacket. A moment of silence, almost sacred. And that silence is what begins to shift the room.